that.
The views expressed by Dr. Joel Wallach and others on the following live paid program represent opinions of the participants only and do not necessarily represent those of the ZBS Radio Network's staff, management, advertisers, or affiliates. If something is said which you find offensive or with which you disagree, the ZBS Radio Network urges you to call the program in order to help us balance comment. This program is meant to present nutritional information only and is in no way meant to replace the advice of your medical doctor.
And now, the superstar of alternative health and purveyor of medical truth, Dr. Joel Wallach.
Hello and welcome to Dead Doctors Don't Lie. Dr. Joel Wallach, your host, a veterinarian and physician. And I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to die at 75.5 like their parents and grandparents. I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to be sick and miserable for the last 15 to 20 years of their life like their parents and grandparents. I am a conservative, and a lot of people say I treat them like dogs, but they do seem to get better. Now, if you have a personal health challenge you want to ask about, if you have a health challenge of a friend, a loved one, a workmate, or if you want to talk about medical politics or the home-based business opportunity, give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Well, just a quick note here. Big headlines, April 16th, 2012. Baby foods might not provide adequate levels of micronutrients. Big study published in the journal Food Chemistry. Big study. They said, they looked at the top 8 baby formulas and baby foods. 20%, they'll see here, contain less than 20% of the recommended levels of minerals and micronutrients. According to new research, suggests the industry should be doing more to improve the nutritive value of foods. Okay, there's more, but you got it. I've been saying for a long time that they call Similac because it lacks everything. There's only 12 minerals in Similac. We know humans require 60. Similac has only 12. They specifically said, in particular, minerals were the things most missing. All right. Now, I want to talk about cystic fibrosis and muscular dystrophy right now. Everybody knows that last year, Jerry Lewis did not appear for the first time. It would have been his 23rd year in a row of doing the telethon to raise money for muscular dystrophy. The Muscular Dystrophy Foundation fired Jerry Lewis. I believe they fired him because I have been sending data to him. We've been looking at muscular dystrophy patients for 2 years, I mean literally hundreds of them, and getting really great results. Kids who couldn't stand up, falling down all the time, diagnosed by medical doctors as having muscular dystrophy, by blood tests and biopsies, and within 6 weeks are playing basketball, not falling down anymore. Okay? Then, cystic fibrosis, I found the first non-human case of cystic fibrosis back in 1977. It was released to the world by Emory University and the Yerkes Primate Center in 1978. They promptly fired me because I told them at that time it wasn't genetic. It was a simple mineral deficiency disease during pregnancy. Well, at that time, a guy by the name of Robert Bell, he was called Beal back then, now Robert Bell, different name, same guy. He was the science director for the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. He lived down the street, or at least worked down the street in Atlanta, Georgia, from Emory University and Yerkes Cystic Fibrosis research that I was doing. And he walked down there and he looked at my material and said, yep, that's it, that's cystic fibrosis. That's because he thought it was an accidental genetic mutation. Now, once they found out that it was a nutritional deficiency disease that I could repeat at will, they fired me, right, and dogged me for a long time, so I was not able to get back into doing animal research like I had. So I went back to school and became a physician so I could treat kids. Well, today, Robert Bell, Beal, whatever you want to call him, is the director of the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. And even though I was given an international award for 2011, the Klaus Schwarz Commemorative Medal, it was talked about in the, it was actually given by and written up in the Trace Mineral Research Foundation's journal in 2011, and of course in the International Laboratory Animal Research Journal. Even they said that in primates, the most valuable piece of research that was done accidentally in in the 20th century was the cystic fibrosis stuff that I did, but they didn't even mention me. They said Emory University refused to release the name of the young pathologist who did the study. Now, they released the name of serial killers, mass murderers, and dictators that kill millions of people, so I must have been pretty bad. They wouldn't give my name out. Well, Robert Bell, head of the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, still after 35 years, after these international awards, even though we have been able to successfully reverse cystic fibrosis in people of many different ages and prevent it in who knows how many people, guess what? Refuses to say anything because he's getting large multi-million-dollar grants from companies that provide respiratory easing drugs or machines. These are ones that give symptomatic relief. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Many of these kids are in trouble. They're on lung transplant lists. They need to have those machines. That wouldn't stop if he were to recognize that cystic fibrosis is not genetic, as they continue to doggedly hold on to since the early 1900s. It's a simple disease that's produced by a deficiency of selenium during pregnancy. Many kids are born normal, and then 3 months, 5 months, 6 months, 2 years later, after breastfeeding from the same selenium-deficient mother, develop full-blown cystic fibrosis and or muscular dystrophy. I have families I'm working with that have 3 muscular dystrophy kids and 2 cystic fibrosis kids, all in the same mother-father family. Okay? There's just no doubt about it. It's a simple nutritional deficiency. My wife and I did 1,200 autopsies on kids in China who died of cardiomyopathy heart disease, a known and agreed-upon selenium deficiency disease. Oh, yeah, 32% of them had cystic fibrosis, and 100% had muscular dystrophy. Well, Robert Bell, a.k.a. Beal, and the Muscular Dystrophy Foundation, shame on both of you. Shame on Robert Beal, shame on Robert Bell, shame on the Muscular Dystrophy Foundation for firing Jerry Lewis because he brought them the data that I was sending him by email and by hard copy. They want to keep their nest. They want to keep the money flowing in to subsidize their positions. Why not save some kids? Why not prevent more cystic fibrosis? Why not prevent more muscular dystrophy? Why not eliminate the disease in the ones that are alive? I guess money talks and truth walks. Shame on them. We'll be back with more Truth, Justice, and the Longevity Way on Dead Doctors Don't Lie for these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach today, call us on the priority line at 831-685-1080 or toll free 888-379-2552. Many believe that all life began in the Earth's oceans. We do know that the oceans and seas are still abundant with life and life-sustaining nutrients. Many cultures have long believed in the life-giving properties of plants and sea life harvested from the oceans. Longevity's Ocean's Gold is a proprietary blend of seaweeds, algae, mosses, kelp, sea cucumbers, and sea minerals, as well as coenzyme Q10, calcium, and iron, all designed to help support healthy thyroid function, regular heartbeat, normal weight, mood stabilization, and hormone levels. Take advantage of life-sustaining nutrients from the Earth's oceans with Longevity's Ocean's Gold. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Numerous studies have shown the link between the intake of antioxidants and disease prevention. Foods and supplements are measured in an ORAC scale. ORAC is an acronym for Oxygen Radical Absorption Capacity. In other words, the ability to remove disease-causing free radicals from the human body. Longevity's Cell Shield RTQ has an ORAC value of 15,800 points per serving. Cell Shield RTQ contains resveratrol, known as an anti-aging compound, turmeric, known for promoting healthy digestion, brain function, immune system, and cellular longevity. Quercetin, a flavonoid, is known for promoting healthy blood sugar metabolism and healthy lung and cardiovascular function. Remove free radicals from your body with Cell Shield RTQ from Longevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity and the 90 for Life Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And if you want to really know the cause, prevention, and cure for muscular dystrophy and cystic fibrosis, get a hold of two books written by Dr. Milan and myself, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, the book and the CD, Rare Earths Forbidden Cures, the book, and the CD called Serial Killers. We've known this, since 1957 in the animal industry, and I just translated it to humans back in 1977, and working on it directly with kids ever since. And I'm here to tell you we know the cause, prevention, and cure of cystic fibrosis, muscular dystrophy today. And so why would you keep throwing money at these agencies to find the cure when the cure is already found? It's just criminal that they hide this information to keep the money flowing to them when their job is done. We already know, and shame on them. Actually, not shame on them. I believe it's a Class A insurance felony myself. Okay, Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have?